Hello everybody, in this video we will be subtracting rational expressions without common denominators. You might be familiar with how we subtract when we do have common denominators, but in this video we're going to be talking about when they are unlike denominators or when there are not common denominators. It's very similar to the process that we follow when we subtract fractions without common denominators. First thing we need to do is find a common denominator. So looking at these two denominators, we need to factor both of them. And so starting with this one on the left, most of you probably want to jump right in and create your two binomials and then try to figure out that value. But it doesn't work here because we don't have a c value. So there's nothing to multiply by to get that c value. So we actually have to factor this one a little bit different. And if we look at this, what's a common factor between the two of them? Well, x is a common factor, so we can actually factor x out of both of these terms, leaving us with x minus 6. So this one is now completely factored. Over here on the right, you hopefully recognize that this is the difference of two squares. You can see there is no b term, so we need two numbers that multiply together. We'll put our x's in the front quick to get us our x squared. But we need two numbers that multiply together to give us negative 36, excuse me. But when we add them, give us 0. Well, we know that that is just going to be a positive 6 and a negative 6. Now that they are completely factored, we need to figure out our least common denominator. What we are going to do is we're going to multiply the unique factors together. So I like to just start left to right. And here's our first factor is x. So I'm just going to write down here. Here's our LCD equals. And this is x. Okay, so I'm going to cross that off. There isn't an x factor over here, so don't need to worry about it. Our next one is x minus 6. But we do have an x minus 6 over here. But remember, we use the one with the larger exponent. Well, both of these are 1, so we can just use either one. But we only need it in there one time. So x minus 6 is gone, and x minus 6 is gone. And then that leaves us with x plus 6 as our final factor for our least common denominator. From here, we need to rewrite each expression using the least common denominator. So they will both have the LCD of x times x minus 6 times x plus 6. And we change the denominator for both of them, which means we need to change the numerator. Remember, to keep these rational expressions equivalent to our new expressions, whatever we change the denominator with, we have to do the same to the top, right? It's kind of like multiplying by 1. Whatever we multiply the bottom by, we got to multiply the top by the exact same. Well, if we look at this one on the left, the original denominator is x times x minus 6. Well, what did we multiply the denominator by to give us our least common denominator? You can see we multiplied by x plus 6. That's what we're adding in. So that means we need to multiply the numerator by x plus 6 as well. Looking at the one on the right, our original denominator factored as x plus 6 times x minus 6. But our LCD now has this extra x in here. So we need to multiply the numerator by the x as well. All right. From here, we can distribute this out. And we've got 8 times x. So that gives us 4x plus 24. But now remember, it's minus 8x. Remember to distribute this negative to all the terms in the numerator. So if there was another term in the numerator, we would need to distribute the minus to that as well. Subtract all those terms. But we just have the 1, so it's minus 8x. And of course, our denominator is going to say as the LCD of x times x minus 6 times x plus 6. From here, we can combine like terms. So we have 4x minus 8x gives us negative 4x plus 24 over x times x minus 6 times x plus 6. A lot going on here. And then finally, we always have to ask ourselves if we can simplify. You can see this numerator can be factored. So when we take a negative 4 out of the numerator, it gives us negative 4 times x minus 6 over our common denominator of x times x minus 6 times x plus 6. and then look to see if there are any common factors we can simplify. And you can see x minus 6 and x minus 6 are common factors, which leaves us with a final answer of negative 4 over x times x plus 6. And that is how you subtract rational expressions without common denominators.